good to see you guys. Everybody got your cup of coffee, your steaming cup of reason? Can't live without the stuff, man. Can't live without it. So, today we got a pretty cool show lined up, I think. My sister is going to be joining us today. She's not here yet. She's kind of busy helping out her daughter with some maths problems. But as soon as she's done with that, she'll be popping in. So we'll just start without her and just kind of wait for her to show up. In the meantime, welcome. Hey, good to see you guys again. Always good to see you guys. Who have we got here, by the way? First of all, we've got our good friend, Mr. Peter Noddle, first in line, as always. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you got your smokes and your snacks all ready and set to go. We got Sable Eagle with us. Quack, quack, quack. Absolutely. And of course, Mr. Heat Shield. Hey, good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen you in our chat for a little while, but it's always great to see you here. And maybe we should work out some time for me to pop onto your channel. I know there's a time difference there, but let's chat about it and see if we can make that happen. Always willing to hop on with other creators who are in the same boat that I am, trying to build a channel and just kind of build relationships, and that's what this stream is all about, right? Everybody just hop in and everybody has a voice. So who else have we got? Nimrod, hello, sir. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Bacon, of course. Gotta have the bacon. Without bacon, life just isn't worth living, in my opinion. I'm sorry to say, Crafty, but that's the way it is. Jens, good to see you, my friend. Hello. Yeah, I'm sure other people will be showing up shortly. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's only a matter of time before Clive hops in and beats me to death with that damn baby shark. But hey, what can you do? Hey, that's what it is. This place is. It's just about having some fun. I am currently on kind of a forced leave, so I've got all the time in the world, and I tell you, it gets boring. I go stir crazy during the week, so you guys can imagine how much I look forward to this on Saturday nights, so that at least I can have some contact with the outside world. It's always really good to be here. So, yeah. Nothing really big going on with me lately, I'll be honest with you. I'm still working on getting things going with the Pain of Progress. It's a slow process, and it's getting even worse. It's getting to the point now where I can't even render an episode video anymore without getting several back-to-back crashes of the render process or blue screens. Yeah, so it does become rather challenging. I did finally manage to eke out an episode yesterday. It managed to make it through without crashing, so Yahoo, let's hope the next one goes as well. And episode 2 is in production, so that one I should have done by the end of next week, and hopefully if I can keep up that pace, I'll be able to finish one off once a week, and then by the end of June, I should, with any luck, have 3 or 4 episodes in the can, ready to go, and I can finally launch Series 5 of the Pain of Progress, and then it's just a matter of keeping up with the episodes and getting them ready as they come up, But at least that way, I'll be kind of 3 or 4 ahead of myself, so I should be able to keep up with it. Would like to know from you guys, though, about the Pain of Progress. I'm considering going bi-weekly, 1 episode every 2 weeks as opposed to every week, because weekly really puts a lot of strain on my time as far as production time is concerned, because it takes so damn long to get an episode together. So I think if I maybe release an episode every 2 weeks, it'll give me a little bit more breathing room to get each one done in time, so that it can be released on the scheduled date. So tell me what you guys think. I mean, I'm here for you guys, so let me know. And it looks like my sister is here, so just give me a moment and I'll bring her in. And there she is. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can certainly hear you. And, oops, looks like you got your camera turned off, and that's okay. We'll just turn off your icon. But just give me a
Yeah,
second,
yeah,
Hilda.
please. I don't want to show myself today.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We'll just turn that off on screen, so you'll just be a voice in the in the mist kind of thing. How you doing?
Uh, yeah, I'm good. It's been a
Good.
busy week. How are you? Who's
Well,
with
you know, kind of bored. Looking forward to tonight, actually. I'm just kind of rattling around the house all week with nothing to do, and
me?
just fighting with my computer, which is on its last legs, trying to get stuff done. So yeah, I'll, go ahead.
I I bought Yusuf, my son, a computer. Well, you know he's my son. A
Yeah.
computer before he left, a couple years before, and now he left just before COVID. So in the meantime, it's 4 years old, and I think it's just conked out. So I've had to migrate my laptop over to a Manny. So
Oh,
now I'm
geez.
without a laptop,
Now you're without a
So
laptop. Oh man, that kind of sucks, doesn't it?
well, the problem is we get a laptop from work, but it slipped out of my hand and the screen broke. After 6 years, it works beautifully, but then the damn screen broke and they said they won't replace it, the screen. So I have to wait for a new one.
Oh,
So
geez.
it's complicated.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, yeah. So who's
Yes.
here tonight? You got lots of
Well,
people with you?
it's basically just you and me and the folks in the chat, and so far there's just kind of the usual banter going on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, Nimrod, what a card. The progress is painful. See what I did there? Yeah, yeah, I saw what you did there. Thanks, Nimrod. Always an uplifting man.
Ah,
Uh,
right. So I
yeah.
can
What's that?
right. So Peter is telling me I can plug in an external monitor, right?
Well, yeah, you should be able to. Most monitors do have a video output, either VGA or HDMI. If you have a spare monitor kicking around, you can plug that into your laptop, and it'll function just like the built-in screen. The only thing is, if you have a
Well,
built-in microphone and webcam, that'll be disabled because you're using an external monitor.
well, I don't hear you.
You don't hear me at all?
You- There you go. There you go. Well, we have like I have an all-in-one desktop, but
Mm-hmm.
the issue is that I need to take this laptop from class to class, so
Yeah,
that's why
that'll be
that
difficult.
won't work for me.
That'll be a big
But the
pain.
term is that's okay. I can do without it now. Teaching is over. We're into exams now, so I don't really
Hmm.
need it. I can use the desktop in my office.
Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought you guys would already be in your into your summer break, but I guess your timings are a bit different over there.
Yeah, like Amani's last day for school in for Canada is the 13th, is the last day to submit.
Mm-hmm.
But here we start exams on the 13th. So we have
Okay.
like a month, yeah, 2 weeks of exams, and then we have resits and
Okay.
because our COVID numbers are jumping for some reason. So
Really?
we're going to have a lot of latecomers to the exam. So we'll probably have 2 sessions.
Hmm.
Yeah, we had a massive increase at the school. 3 teachers had COVID,
Wow.
um, and there's probably 60% of grade 9, 10, 11 have been exposed. So it's
Wow.
a bit of a nightmare. I don't know why that is all of a sudden,
Hmm.
but I don't know what to say.
That's weird. I mean, things have really settled down here in Vietnam. We're almost back to normal. Uh,
Well,
uh,
we us too. We're
yeah.
actually we're given permission to walk without a mask outside when you're
Hmm.
out in the open air. But
Wow.
for some reason, just this last week, there's been this rise in cases.
So that's going to be reversed again, probably.
Yeah, who
I
knows? Who
mean, here
knows?
here it's not really mandated to wear the mask anymore, but they still recommend that you do. And most companies in the office, you're still required to wear them. But as
Yeah.
far as that, nah, no mask is required in most places. Some stores, especially the malls, they still request that you wear them. But it's
Yeah.
not like they're standing there with the police and checkpoints. Get your mask on or
Yeah.
face the consequences type thing. That's pretty much over with.
Yeah.
you know?
Thank God. Now
Yeah.
we got to worry about monkey flu, or what is it? Monkey
Yeah.
virus.
Yeah, the monkey virus. Yeah. Whatever that is. Oh, jeez.
Oh my
That's
God.
all we need. Another outbreak of something
That is helping.
to screw
Yeah.
things up. Hey? Unbelievable.
The end is
Um,
here. The end is here.
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Just want to say hello to another member or visitor, Zebulon. Hey, welcome, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you here. And uh, Heat Shield says, "Man, I want to show that I can bring my sister on." Well, just do it. Call up your sister, say, "I'm going live tonight. Why don't you come on in?" That's what I did, and my sister, she was really excited to do it. So, yeah, I'm pumped. I love this. This is great. It's finally a way for my sister and I to stay connected in more than just text messages and so on. So I really appreciate it when she does make it here.
Yeah.
So how's things other? Oh, here it is.
It's fun to talk to people.
Yeah, Peter Noddle says monkeypox. I haven't even heard of that.
Yes, monkeypox.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I think we have one case here in the UAE.
Yeah, it must be really
It's like
rare.
a kind of lesion type based thing.
Uh huh.
Remember, like they used to have leprosy in the old
Oh
days.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
like that
Okay. Well, that's pretty
a little bit.
like
Yeah. So,
gross. Oh no, I'm a leper. I'm a leper. you know, thoughts of a cave and a
yeah,
pit from Ben Hur come to mind.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Oh gosh, I remember that movie. Boy,
Yeah.
that scene from that movie is pretty etched in my mind for sure.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? It's a great classic, though. I mean, they just don't make
Oh
movies like that anymore. I mean, it's not so
no,
much
no,
the
they don't.
the content matter or the story, but it's just it, they were just epic productions, epic
Yeah,
productions, huge
yeah.
scenes. You know, it, the acting was just un.
It's
It
not
was
it's not just, flying around like lunatics and
yeah,
fighting with guns and all that shit. It's like there's a really good solid story
yeah.
behind it,
Yeah, it's when actors really
You know?
had to act.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But
Oh,
yeah,
and
classic.
my
Classic.
yeah.
Oh no.
Well,
My
one of my
f-
coworkers went to see the new Top Gun. Said it was really good.
yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't watched TV or been to a movie in almost 10 years.
Wow.
I just not into it anymore. I lost interest,
Mhm.
to be honest.
Yeah.
All the new movies that people are sitting and talking around the coffee shop and that, and I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Just don't have any interest in it anymore. You know? Uh,
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I try to, keep up a little bit because students,
mhm.
for my teaching, but otherwise
Well,
I'm
of
not really
course.
either. I have the TV on in the house, just for the noise, to hear some voices around me because it gets so
Yeah,
damn lonely sometimes.
yeah. I usually do that with just whatever's on YouTube. I just pick up some of my favorite creators and just let them run, just so I have some noise
Yeah.
in the background. So yeah. My friend
Have
Clive
you?
Wells is in the house. Dr. Wells.
Ah,
Hello, sir. How
yeah.
are you? PhD in mathematics, I think. Um,
PhD in math.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He
I just stopped. I just suffered through calculating the surface area of a prism with my daughter.
Oh no.
Hell, hell, hell.
Uh, well, yeah, of course. Um, Nimrod, you just had to do it, didn't you? You had to do it, huh? Unbelievable. See, it's a running gag here on my channel. People
Uh-huh.
know that the one thing that just gets under my skin and drives me insane is that freaking Baby Shark song.
Oh,
Because being a
baby shark,
primary school teacher,
baby shark.
oh, stop. Being a primary school teacher, having
Uh,
heard that song again and again and again from classrooms of
oh,
30 to 40 students at a time, it just, oh God, it drives me
I
nuts.
got you.
And now, ever since they found out about it, my buddy Clive there, he comes on with his Baby Shark just to get under my skin. He knows it gets under my skin too. So that's why, Clive, yeah, fuck
Oh,
you. Exactly.
yeah,
Uh,
it's a good thing you
it
can't hear it.
it's all in jest, I know, but still, you know, I have to be
Yeah,
honest. It does drive me batty. It really does. So,
yeah.
uh, let's see, heat shield. Speaking of things getting under your skin, how about that monkeypox? Okay, I'll stop. It isn't funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah. But I'm sure that if it was really, really serious or had any potential of spreading and becoming a problem, we'd have heard about it by now. So it's probably one of those rare
Yeah,
things that only
I think
happens
it's,
once in a while here and there. So,
yeah. Well,
so what you doing
you're
now?
cutting in and out.
What's that?
Me? What am I doing now?
Yeah.
Having a tea. I just finished cleaning my house from top to bottom. My back is killing me, but I'm enjoying the clean view in my living room.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's been a stressful. It's been a stressful. It's one of those gratifying moments in my life when I have a clean house and I can sit down and enjoy it for the evening. Because it usually just lasts about that long, and then the kids start messing it up.
Oh, jeez.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
No, it's been a bit of a stressful week, end of term at work and parents calling and saying, why didn't my daughter get 100% and all of that stuff. And principals calling you to say, how come 7 girls failed? You need to pass them. Well, they
yeah.
haven't shown up at school for the last 10 months. They haven't done a shit, any assignments. They've done nothing. And you want me to give them a passing grade. Okay, so how about those girls? How about those girls that actually did the work and got a 70? So I
Hmm.
need to give them 100 now because it's not fair, right?
Hmm.
So it's this
Exactly.
constant rewarding the bad students and ignoring the good ones, which kind of gets under my skin. So that's a bit stressful.
Yeah. It's
And then I've
kind of the
got,
same here. It's kind
yeah,
of the same here.
you know,
Yeah. The primary school exams are I don't know. It seems like any chimpanzee who can be taught to wield a pencil and draw a picture can pass those exams.
mhm,
You know, it's ridiculous how easy it is to fail those exams or to pass them.
yeah,
I mean, it's virtually impossible to fail them. And yet there are students in some of my classes who do fail miserably.
yeah,
And yet
yeah.
we still have to give them a passing grade somehow, which means we have to give
Well, I
them
think that,
wide
yeah, I
latitudes.
think Yeah, I think that no fail policy, no child left behind type thing
Yeah.
is pretty common around the world. But at some point, we need to buckle down and say, this isn't going to work anymore. So I
Yeah.
know that in Canada, they have until the ninth grade, there's a no fail policy, and then after that, game over.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There
So
comes a point where that
we need to
whole
make sure that
no
we,
child left behind becomes a hindrance to education, and really just kind of defeats
sure,
the whole point of sending your kids to school.
yeah, exactly.
You know, that's just the way
But
I
what to
feel about it.
do? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But, what can you do? I mean,
Oh, you know what? Throw up your hands in the air and say, you know what? I alone am not going to change the system. You want me
yeah,
to change the grades? Voila, here you go. As
there
long
you
as my
go.
paycheck comes on time, that's all I care about.
And that's
Because that's
based,
all they care about.
yeah, yeah, it's sad, but that's the way it's become for most of us, I think. Just give me my
Well,
paycheck.
let
I'll,
me
I'll do what you
give,
want.
give you a bit of an example. We've got a couple of teachers in my department and we're supposed to be very modestly dressed because government school in a Muslim country. So some of us wear a over clothing. And
Mm-hmm.
some of us just wear normal clothes, but with sleeves that go up to at least halfway down the arm, like just past the elbow, and ankle pants are okay and no cleavage showing. But
Mm-hmm.
we've got a couple of teachers that insist that they're going to dress the way they do back home.
Oh.
And they wonder why they're getting called on it. They're wondering why the principal is giving them warnings.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot change the system.
No.
You need to just realize you are in a Muslim country, whether you like it or not, you cannot change the way it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's, I think, what a lot
Uh,
of young teachers.
do. I mean, the rest of us,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a problem for a lot of young
Just,
teachers, though. They come to these
yeah.
countries to teach, uh, but they think they can behave and do the way they're accustomed to back home, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah. No. No, it doesn't.
So,
And the UAE is very strict. I mean, if you speak out against the leaders, I mean, you can get thrown in jail.
mm,
I mean, you take a picture of somebody without their consent, and not, like, for example, if I went through your phone to check your messages,
mm-hmm,
okay, let's say I'm a suspicious wife and I go through your phone, my husband could fine or charge me, and I'd be fined 50,000 dirhams for going through his phone.
mm-hmm, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and that's just the way it is. So you don't
mm-hmm,
do it.
exactly,
So you have to tread carefully in these countries. You can't just do what you want. I mean,
yeah,
it sucks, but we make good money here. What do you
yeah,
want?
yeah, exactly,
Seriously,
exactly.
grow the
Wish
hell
I could,
up, man. Grow the hell
wish I
up.
could say the same, but but yeah, I know where you're coming from. A couple of comments that I want to pick up from the chat. Clive Wells, who says, "Punish the weak students." To be honest, it's been tried, and it doesn't work because the kids know that no matter what you do to punish them, they don't give a shit. They know they're going to get what they want in the end anyway. They're going to get away with
There are
everything.
no, yeah, there's no consequences. That's the
Yeah,
problem. There's
yeah.
no consequences.
Zero consequence. They have no concept of what consequences are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Weaker students just need more support, not punishment. Well, Peter, you're right. And normally I would say absolutely. But when you're faced with a situation where the desire to even give the effort to learn, knowing that no matter how lazy they are, they're going to pass anyway, you know,
Yeah.
then putting that extra effort into weaker students is just taking away from those that are doing the work, you know?
And there's a whole bunch of cultural issues. I
Yeah.
think that where we grew up, we kind of knew that, geez, I need to buck up. We started talking about what we wanted to study in university when we were in the seventh grade. We started to prime ourselves, kind of thing. That was
Mm-hmm.
how. But I mean, in the culture where I am now, everything is handed on a silver platter. They get
Mm-hmm.
free houses. If they have tickets for speeding, for anything, they go up to the sheriff, to the police, and they just erase all of their tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, for example, the 50th anniversary of Sheikh bin Zayed, they deleted every Emirati's bank debt. They paid
Wow.
off all their bank debt. You know?
Yeah.
So these kids, they have no sense of responsibility, and it's coming from the government. They're
Mm-hmm.
training them,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And on top of that, most of the girls that I teach, their main goal in life is to get married.
Yeah.
Cousins. And that's
Yeah.
what they're looking for. They don't want to study. They just want to get out of high school and get married so they can leave their houses.
Yeah. But, it all boils down to the same old thing as Peter says. When in Rome,
Yeah.
you know, there's little we can do, and we'll probably get in trouble if we tried. So we just kind of
Yeah.
follow along, follow the rules as they've set them down, and
Yeah.
hope for the best. That's all we can do, you know?
That's it. So my kind of thing on, you girls, you don't want to go to university, that's fine and good. You want a mother, a wife, it's a very honorable thing.
Mm-hmm.
We who are focused on raising the next generation. But you want to be someone that can be a model to your children. You want to be an example to your children. And being a dropout is not going to be very good for you. And then they sort of start saying, yeah, you're right, and maybe I should start doing my work, and
Mm-hmm.
try to approach it from that angle if I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
It's just
Exactly.
a complicated thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure there are 1,000 different ways to deal with it.
Yeah. But is it worth the
But
consequences?
their way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
Yeah.
it's it's really tough sometimes.
The big joke is, well, if we keep letting them fail, then we'll be in this country longer. We'll have jobs. I mean,
Well,
seriously.
yeah, but chances are they're not going to fail. They're just going to skate on through, um, because if they
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
the backlog that's behind them is going to pile up quick.
Yep.
So that's a consideration as
There
well.
you go.
Sable Eagle says, when in Rome,
Yeah.
shank the emperor, kill the Praetorian guard, loot the treasury, and tell the people there is Celtica does not belong to them and never shall. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
True. God, what have the Romans ever done for us? Well, now, that's a topic that can.
Pizza, pizza.
Yeah, a fair bit more than we might be willing to admit. Uh, you know, uh, the legacy of Rome stretches so far that even today you can't deny it's still part of our world. Even though the empire itself is long gone, the legacy they left behind is ingrained into every part of the world. You know,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
So, what do you guys all think of the Johnny Depp verdict?
Oh, geez, I haven't been following it
Comments?
at all. I haven't been following it all, to be honest, because I just don't give a shit. However, I'm sure there are people in the
I
chat
don't either,
who
but
have been following.
every time you open Google, there's something about him there.
Oh,
It's how
I
I
know.
can't avoid it,
I
unfortunately.
know, I know. That's why I try and stay away from anything to do with that kind of a topic.
Mhm.
Same illegal. What Johnny Depp verdict, Angel? Uh huh. Well, from the crap I hear from people at the office and that, I guess he won.
Yeah,
I guess he won. I
yeah.
guess that chick heard or whatever. I guess she kind of bit the bullet on everything. Uh,
Well, apparently she was fined 10 million, and he was fined 2 million. And apparently he's saying, "Oh, never mind, I don't need the money." He's not insisting on the payment. Who knows
okay.
why, but
Yeah. Amber gave a shit. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, let's see. U.S. has decided that political candidates can lend money to their own election campaign funds and then keep fundraising after they get into office to pay themselves back with interest. Something fundamentally wrong about that, Sable. It's amazing the stuff that just comes up on in the chat on my streams. Uh, yeah, yeah, exactly. The only people who won were the lawyers,
Exactly.
and
Well,
that's
apparently his lawyer got a big partnership out of it, so she's
oh
happy.
well, yeah, no kidding, no kidding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
oh well, yeah. So yeah, it's been all over YouTube. You can't avoid it. So
mhm.
but I really haven't been following it. I just didn't see the value
Yeah.
in that kind of content. I mean, to me, it's just a pair of spoiled Hollywood prima donnas bitching over something and trying to make money.
Yeah.
I think they did it more
Well, it's
for
hard to
just,
say.
huh?
No, I mean, she's claiming abuse, and he's claiming abuse, and anyway, whatever. I got more important things to think about, like the price of gasoline.
Yeah, exactly. How much is gas now in Dubai?
We are paying 2 dirhams. Let me calculate. Um, well, actually, the Omani border there's like a 3 hour lineup at the Omani border because they're selling gas really, really cheap. So the Emiratis are going across
Wow.
to tank up,
Mm-hmm.
because some of these, like the big Toyota SUVs, are costing, anywhere from 350 to 450 dirhams to fill, you
Yeah.
know. Gas prices in Dubai, they are currently at 4 dirhams per liter,
Wow.
which is 1.02 euros per liter.
That's expensive.
Used to cost me 80 dirhams to fill my car. Now it's 135.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's expensive. In a way, I'm glad I drive a motorbike because it doesn't cost too much
Yeah.
to fill it. But even still, we're paying damn near a buck and a half in equivalent here for gas.
Yeah.
And my tank only, the tank in my motorbike only takes five liters.
Yeah.
And I can go a fair few days, a fair distance on that.
Hmm.
You know.
Well, gas, compared to the US and Canada, gas is pretty cheap here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it's not really an issue. When I first got here, I used to send pictures of the prices to people, and they're like, "Shut the hell up! Why are you sending me this?" Because Canadian gas is like 250 a liter,
It's
Jet.
crazy, isn't it? And
250 a liter.
I know.
Holy crap!
And the thing is, why are they bitching about it? If it's that much of a friggin' gouge, then stop buying those fucking Ford F-350 trucks with the gas guzzling V8s in them, and
Yeah.
start making better choices in the vehicles you drive. You know,
Yeah.
because one of those
Well,
Ford
I just
F-150s or something, that'll go through a tank of gas in a day and a half.
Oh yeah, like I think my boss was since she comes from it's probably a 30-minute drive, so an hour back and forth,
Uh
and
huh.
she's filling her tank every week. Every week she's paying like 400 dirhams, which is 105
Yeah,
Canadian dollars a week on gas. Sorry
that's
guys,
crazy.
everyone, you can tell we lived in Canada, so I don't talk
Yeah,
about American dollars.
yeah. But it's just as bad everywhere else, really. I mean, we're not as
Yeah.
bad as they are in North America, but still, the price
Uh-huh.
of gas here has gone up noticeably.
Yeah.
Noticeably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I used to be able to fill the tank of my
uh,
bike for about 95,000 dum.
to thank Mr. Putin for that.
Yeah. It used to cost me about 95,000 dum to fill my tank. Now it costs me upwards of
Mhm.
150,000. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So,
Yeah. So, what's Sable talking about there? He says nobody found out how many pretty underage girls were disappeared from ICE camps and trafficked. Weird,
into rich
rich
weirdos'
weirdos.
basements.
Sorry, I'm wearing progressive glasses and it's hard to read. Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what else should we talk about? I know I'm talking too much. People
Oh no,
probably,
no, no, not at all.
oh my
Really, I
goodness.
mean, there's no real set topic. I mean, that's what these streams are all about. Just throw stuff at the fan and see what sticks. Um,
Yeah.
if you guys in the chat have questions or things you want to ask my sister or myself, by all means, just uh, tag us in the side chat and we'll get them up there. We'll do our best to answer them. It's just a chit chat. It's time for us all to just share whatever's on our minds. I guess we all have a voice here. Um, yeah, 55 cents a liter. Yeah, I remember those days. It wasn't that long ago when you really think about it. Uh,
But we were fortunate, Jeff. We lived in Alberta,
yeah,
which was oil country. So
yeah,
we paid the lowest prices in Canada for
that's right.
gasoline and
That's right.
taxes and stuff. So
That's
we
right.
were fortunate
Yeah,
out there.
we were the only province that was really producing any oil for Canada. And funny thing
Yeah.
is, most of it was being exported. You know,
Yes. Yes.
so
Yeah.
Clive, no, you ain't getting away with it, buddy. I know what you're doing. Juvenile marine
I know what
animals,
he's
do do
doing.
do do do. Yeah, uh huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's trying to sneak it in.
Yeah, I know, I know. He's a crafty one. That one. Oops, sorry. Oh man. Um, how's the weather and how about those sports balls? Sports balls? Huh?
Oh,
Heat
heat
shield.
shield.
It seems your
Yeah.
sister might be out in the Middle East somewhere. I'm considering a vacation in October or soon after. Any suggestions about that area?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been to Dubai to visit my sister, and I enjoyed my time there. But really, Dubai is very much like a Middle Eastern version of like New York or something. You know, it's just a big city in the desert, really.
Yeah.
But if I
Tough
recall,
luck.
Hilda, you were telling me a while back that Oman is a much nicer place to visit.
Well, Oman is more, we can say, more Arabic, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like the Sultan, for example, has had a bylaw that you couldn't have a building higher than 15 stories
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted to keep that traditional, atmosphere. So if you go to Muscat, for example, Musandam for
Mm-hmm.
beaches, and Muscat is very, very cultural, you know. So I liked Muscat. I liked Oman very much. I enjoyed it. And, you can go up to the mountains and camp on the mountaintops. And, it's really beautiful if you like to hike and whatnot. So you can
Mm-hmm.
go on these dolphin cruises and see the turtle hatchings and whatnot. So it's a good place to visit. And it's not super, super expensive. Dubai can be very expensive. They've
Mm-hmm.
got lots of stuff to do here, but it's all for the rich. Everything's for people. You
Yeah.
want to go to an amusement park, it's 400 dirhams. It's like 150 bucks per person. You want to eat a nice meal, you're looking at 500 dirhams for a family.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's expensive, and it's just about the shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do things like dune bashing and trekking in the desert and camel races, a week is a nice amount of time, to go. I wouldn't suggest staying longer than a week, the
Mm-hmm.
first go anyway, because it's close enough to Europe that you can, uh, come back,
Yeah.
you know. And
Mm-hmm.
also, you can if you want to go to Dubai, you can stay in hotels in Ajman where I live, and they have beautiful beach, 5-star hotel. You'll pay less, and it's only 30-minute drive from the center of Dubai, so you can find cheaper accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so you just have to kind of investigate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there you go, Heat Shield. Some
yeah.
good
So
ideas for you.
yeah,
Uh,
the Great Pyramid in Cairo. You want to
mm,
go to Egypt?
yeah. Exactly. It also depends on what you're into, says Sable Eagle. I loved my 8 day
Yeah.
hiking trip up Toubkal, of 400 pounds plus drinks in Morocco. But if you've never been above sea level in your life and hate walking, it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you can camp here. You can camp for sure. And they allow like the big thing for Arab families is to go out and barbecue at night. They go out to the desert and have these big barbecues. It's
Wow.
really fun. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah.
And
And if you want to go down to Abu Dhabi, they've got a branch of the Louvre Museum there now, and
mm-hmm.
there's the big mosque. And of all things, they have Mary, Mother of Jesus Mosque. Isn't that
You're
ironic?
kidding. You're
Mary,
kidding.
Mother of Jesus Mosque. Yeah, we have Hindu temples, we have Catholic churches, we have everything. Everything here in UAE. It's actually quite amazing
Quite
when it
progressive
comes to
for a
those.
Muslim country.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Well, considering you go to the liquor store and there's more Emiratis there than foreigners,
Which is shocking because
we,
you hear about so many of those Middle Eastern countries being absolutely dry.
well, we have, here we have Emirates, right? Like provinces, we have
Mm-hmm.
Emirates. And one of our Emirates, Sharjah, which is next to mine,
Mm-hmm.
is a dry Emirate. So you can't buy alcohol, you can't drink alcohol. But drive 10 minutes. 5 minutes from my house, there's like three liquor stores. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not really a big issue, you know?
Yeah. I've heard some things about that. Qatar is a fairly nice place to visit, but you probably wouldn't want to stay for long.
No, Qatar is like probably, I don't know, probably the size of your neighborhood. It's not a big country at all.
Yeah.
It's very small. Bahrain is the party town. People go to the island of Bahrain here. You go
Mm-hmm.
there, you let loose, you do anything you want. Drugs, alcohol, playing around under the sheets, you can do it all.
Wow.
Big American Army base there.
Ah, okay. Well, that kind of explains it.
Yeah, so you can go to the, what do they call that? The store for the Army? What is that called?
Oh, the like the PX or the canteen,
Yeah,
the Canex, we
yeah,
call them.
a special place where they can buy all their food
Yeah, it's like the base
stuff, you know.
exchange.
Oh yeah, Lebanon into Syria. Oh my gosh, poor Lebanon. Have you been watching what's going on over there?
No,
Holy
no,
moly.
I haven't actually. What's up?
People can't People won't even keep their money in their banks over there. They're taking all their money out and stashing it at home because the banks won't even let you touch your own money. It's
Really?
really bad. Mm,
Wow. Wow.
yep.
Um, so I'm trying to keep up with the chats here. Um,
Yeah.
Sable Eagle says, unfortunately, can't recommend Casablanca, Marrakesh, or any other major city in Morocco. Casablanca is
No.
Southampton plus mosque, nothing to see or do.
Yeah.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
having lived for a number of years in Egypt, what's it like to visit the local Casbahs? Is there any things that people should be aware of if they happen to be visiting there? Or?
What do you mean? Egypt?
Yeah.
Oh, Egypt is growing quickly.
Hmm.
They're almost finished the new museum. They have the Cairo Museum, which is downtown,
Mm-hmm.
um, which they're now shifting to be next to the Great Pyramid of Cheops in Giza.
Mm-hmm.
So this museum is freaking amazing. It's going to be really, really nice. And you
Wow.
can see, when I first went to Egypt, the 22 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
um, you could just see the paws of the Sphinx. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now they've excavated a whole series of rooms around that, so they're really doing a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, or in over the last 20 years. So if you want to go to Egypt, I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, lots to see. Memphis and Saqqara, and there's Islamic City, and there's the Khana Khalili, which is like the Kasbah. There's lots
Mm-hmm.
of stuff to see, lots of things. You can do
Yeah.
cruises, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just want to say hello
yeah,
to Demon Orb. Hello, sir. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Sable Eagle says Lebanon's been in a lot of trouble for a while now. Russians to
yeah,
the north, Syrians to the east, Israelis to the south, short of water, food, and money. I
yeah,
did not
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
I did not know they were in that particular predicament. I knew there was problems down, especially in Syria, but I didn't realize that it was that bad. I need to start paying attention a little bit more to world news, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've always had the attitude of uh, if it wasn't for bad news, there'd be no news at all. So I kind of stopped
Yeah,
following news. But maybe I
yeah,
should
yeah,
maybe
exactly.
stick my head into it a little bit more often now and then. You know?
Well, there was that big blast in Lebanon a while ago,
Yeah,
a couple years
yeah.
ago now.
That
That
big
was
explosion in the docks.
Oh, that was all political, some kind of. conspiracy thing going on there.
Mm.
Some politician illegally storing things there for cash, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of theories behind that. But I don't think it was just an accident. I mean, it was an accident, but it could have been prevented. You know,
Um,
some
yeah.
kind of what is the word I'm looking for? Corruption. Some
Yeah.
corruption there
Yeah.
has to be.
Heat
You know.
Shield says Egypt is on my very short list of destinations. Just want to be sure I'll be able to match up the timing to be able to see the plateau. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Well, if he wants to go to Egypt, I would suggest just go there. I mean, you can book a really cheap place to stay. You know, you don't need
Hmm.
to book hotels in advance. And Jeff,
Yeah.
Megdi's in that business.
Yeah.
So if he ever needed somebody there to help him out, then definitely Megdi would be able to do
Yeah.
that.
We could probably put him in touch with Magdi. How about
Do the airport, the air,
how about it's fairly short flight from Dubai to Egypt, isn't it?
That's about 4 hours.
So yeah, maybe you can make a trip out of it. Do a week in Dubai, then do a week in Egypt. You know, that might be something.
I mean, a week in Egypt is good. You'd be busy, but you'd be able to do the most important things in Cairo. You wouldn't be able to go south to Luxor,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely there's a lot of cheap, like 0-star places to stay if that's what he's looking for, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And, uh, and yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Uh,
Egypt, I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if I'll ever be going back again, but I have very fond memories of it. A lot of people don't like it. You know, it's dirty, it's crowded, but yeah, you know what?
yeah.
You travel
Um,
with an open mind.
Gorim and occupied Armenia. I don't think I'd want to be going there. Um, Heat Shield says the plateau, so all the pyramids around the Great Pyramid.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's actually a string of 9 pyramids. The three
Yeah.
main ones that you see are in Giza. And then you've got one a little bit south, which is Saqqara, and that was the first pyramid ever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called
And
the
that's like
Giza
a 30
Plateau.
minute. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you could see, and Memphis is where they have big,
Don't they have in
all
Memphis?
of that's.
Don't they have in Memphis a completely reconstructed Egyptian village that you can tour through and see it the way
Oh
it
no,
was?
no,
Or
that's the Pharaonic village, and
the
that's in Cairo itself.
okay.
And it's kind of you take a boat over. It's like a little boat ride across the
Hmm.
river, and then you go and you see Egypt life as it was. People are actors dressed up, and and
Yeah.
you can go around, and there's a tour guide that brings you around and shows you all different stuff. And
Cool.
yeah, it's fun. I've been there. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
It's
Yeah.
actually reconstructed exactly as you would probably have seen it in those days.
Yeah, like little sections, little rooms, like it.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's worth an afternoon. It's worth a little trip.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
want
for
to say
sure.
hello to Archangelus Lune. Hey, Arc. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Um, Heat Shield says, "Thank you for entertaining my question, Cup Sister." um, Her name is
My
Hilda.
pleasure.
Okay, her name is
Yes.
Hilda, so just call her Hilda.
Okay, so
Um,
don't picture me now with that the legacy of my name,
there is
which is
no
Hilda.
ponytails, no braided ponytails and freckles. Trust me. Trust me.
No woolen skirt, sauerkraut eating old woman.
Yeah, with five things of beer in both hands.
Oh, what a legacy my name has been.
Oh, I
It's
know,
cute
eh?
when you're little, but
But not.
once you get older,
That wears off quick. Jans says there's a Viking museum like that in his area. What area are you in, Jens? You're in Sweden, aren't you? Or Finland? I would like to see that Viking museum. That's something that really
Oh,
intrigues
yeah.
me. That's a culture I would love to dig into more.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Let's see. Just training videos. Well, hello. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before. Welcome. Good to see you. Um,
Oh, he's in Germany.
oh,
Okay.
Germany. Ah, okay. All right. Um,
Schleswig.
museum is
Holst-
in Haitabu. Hmm.
Oh gosh, you didn't give a splits. Ah, yeah, he chill. What
Yes.
is your real name?
Yeah. We had a split second preview of Cup's sister at the beginning. Yes, you did, and we promptly dispatched that.
Oh God, really?
Huh? No,
See
no.
me?
I mean, we cut it off.
Oh.
But believe me, the folks in the chat, they're pretty quick on the draw. They don't miss much.
Well, considering I didn't do anything with my hair, I just had a shower, cleaned
There
up,
you,
and that was it.
there you
Anyways, who cares? I'm too old to care.
There
Too
you
old to
go.
care.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares? There comes a point where fashion and outward appearance just doesn't matter anymore.
I like to think my charm and wit and smile are enough.
Here, here. I agree. There you go. I'd rather people remember
You
me
know,
for my sense of humor than this friggin' face.
oh, we've got four generations of girls in the office, and I'm the oldest one. And I
Mm,
keep telling them, when you hit 30,
yeah,
huh? When you hit 30, it's liberating.
yeah.
When you hit 40, okay, who cares? When you hit 50, who gives a fuck? Seriously, I
Exactly
really
right.
don't care.
Exactly right. Oh man,
Mm,
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more.
yeah.
Nimrod says, I never had fashion to lose it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, living here in Asia, I have noticed that the women here, especially in Vietnam, uh, they are very, very conscious of fashion and outward appearance.
Mm,
They
yeah.
they are very, very conscious of how they look. Their makeup is often perfect. They won't even leave the house unless it is. The the fashion is they're very conscious of that. Um,
Yeah.
and when you see the foreign women, and I'm basing this on the difference I see between the Western women that work at the company where I work at in comparison to the Vietnamese girls, it's almost as if Western women have absolutely given up or have just lost their femininity. Am I wrong in that, or is that kind of what's going on?
Well, I think, I remember, oh, there's a lag. I'm watching your face.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, there
what
is a
you're
bit of a lag.
saying. Sorry. I know that when I moved to Japan years ago, I could not find any clothing in my size.
Hmm.
And people would we go and look for shoes, and the Japanese would kind of look at us and laugh and giggle because our feet were considered humongous for them. So we kind
Yeah.
of gave up.
Yeah.
Um, and it's sort of like that when you think about teachers. When I worked in oil and gas industry, I used to dress to the nines every day.
Yeah.
with the heels and the makeup and hair and everything. But when teaching, I couldn't maintain that. Running around after students all day, and so my whole dress changed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's necessarily that we've lost our femininity. It's just that it becomes more difficult. You look at Asian women; how much smaller are they
Yeah.
than the average Western woman? You know,
True.
and that's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
and that's coming from a fat ass lady. That's my opinion.
Don't say that. Oh, come on.
Wow. I'm, I'm, I'm just cuddly. I'm cuddly.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally cuddly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um,
It's never affected my life at all.
Pictures of Gorim in the Discord. Yeah, I saw those. Those are gorgeous pictures, but I don't think it's a place I'd really like to visit for more than maybe a day. um, but very nice, very nice. Let's see what else. Dr. Nimrod, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Hey, 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 it's your pal Al. Hello, Al. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Um, yeah, so exactly. Anybody in the chat, like Heat Shield, and that, if you're thinking of traveling to the Middle East, in particular to Egypt, you know, my sister and I, we can put you in touch with Magdi, who's in that industry, and I'm sure he could probably find a way to help you arrange stuff. But
You
what
know,
was
the
I going to say?
biggest the
There was
biggest
something else.
problem when you go to
Yeah, the first time you went to
the
Egypt, you
big
got pickpocketed, didn't you?
um no, that was in Mexico.
That was in
In
Mexico.
Egypt, no, I lost my wallet. But you know, the thing is, it's like when you go to any tourist area, you know, there's always the guys in tourists that try and scam you and steal your money and
Mm-hmm.
you know all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's one area where Megdi is very honest. And so, you know,
Yeah.
there are actually customers that would give all their money to him at the beginning of the trip and say, here, take care of everything
Yeah.
because they trusted him,
Yeah.
you know, when it comes to that. So to build up that kind of reputation is takes a long time. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the main thing you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Is don't believe anybody. Don't believe anybody. You
Yeah.
know, if he's been to Marrakesh, he knows about the tea offerings by the shop owners. Never take a cup of tea from a Moroccan.
Uh-oh.
He's
Y'all
trying to
been
sell you
warned.
something. Yeah.
Y'all been warned. uh,
Yeah.
let's see what else is going on in the chat. Any more questions, folks? Anything else you'd like to bring up or discuss? We're here for another 50 minutes, so yeah, let's get those questions in here. Let's keep my sister busy. Keep her talking. I love listening to her talk. Um, let's see. A shopping trip to any of the local Middle Eastern shops in my area is like a mini vacation without all the overhead.
Yeah.
They certainly do bring their culture wherever they go. It's the same thing with the Asians. No matter what city in the world you are in, if there's a Chinatown, it'll feel just like you're in the middle of Shanghai.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
You know?
I think that's the. Sorry, I'm having
Go ahead.
a throat thing. Something wrong with my throat. That's a fun thing about Europe. You can find cultures, all cultures there. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what makes Europe such a beautiful place. There,
Sorry.
you never run short of places to visit or things to see and do in Europe ever. There's
Mhm.
such a vast number of cultures, and it's just an amazing place. And I wish one day I could make a complete uh, trip through all the different parts of Europe. Um, I think that would be amazing. The only problem is the cost is so prohibitive. So, if you
Yeah, I like
want,
Sable
yeah.
Eagle's comment about the tea pouring. That's so neat the way they do that.
Mm. Let me see. Where did he say that? Bring that up.
Morocco has a tradition of pouring the tea from very high up into
Oh,
the glass
yes.
and then pushing it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest things about the Middle Eastern culture and the coffee shops is the fact that no matter where you go, you're going to find access to shisha,
Yeah.
you know? And if you've, even if you're a non smoker, shisha is a wonderful, wonderful, relaxing experience.
I have one on my balcony.
There you go. And my sister is a non smoker. She's never been a smoker. And yet she's got her own shisha. Uh, and it's something I
It's
wish
fun.
I can get here more easily, but can't. It's expensive
Mhm.
to get it here. So, but if you've never tried it,
What?
anyone out there, if you can find a local Middle Eastern restaurant or coffee shop or something, or shisha bar, try it. Shisha is wonderful. It really is.
Do you have a pipe?
No, I don't.
Jeff, do you have a pipe?
No, I don't.
What flavor do you like? I'll bring you one. When I come to Vietnam, I'll bring you a mini tabletop top
Oh,
size one.
that is cool. I really, really loved the apple one that Magdi brought when he was in Canada. That was so nice.
Oh yeah, apple
Yeah.
and lime and mint and I'll bring you. I don't know what the rules are for Vietnam for tobacco. I need to find that out, but I can
Yeah.
bring you some for sure.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see. I would love to talk about that later. Thank you. My friends have done motorcycle trips through the area, so I've learned a little from them. I would be immeasurably grateful to talk to you about plans. Well, when you're ready, Heat Shield, you get in contact with me and tell me what it is that you'd like to do for your trip, and I'll pass that on to Hilda, and we'll see if we can get Magby on board to help plan it out for you. Okay? So yeah, don't be shy. When you're ready, get in touch. We'll put you in touch with Magby. Um, there it is. There's the comment I was looking for. Morocco has a tradition of pouring the tea from very high up into the glass, then throwing it back into the pot 5 times. The higher the pour, the more welcome the guest. I have my suspicions, and rightfully so.
Hey,
Yeah,
has anybody in the group been to Turkey?
I used to work with a guy who was from Turkey. He, but I've never been there myself. I would like to go though. I would love to see Istanbul and visit the ruins of the Byzantine Empire. Um, it seems to me like a fascinating place to go.
Yeah. Can you hear the mosque in the background?
Uh, no, I can't. But
Okay.
I do recall it. I remember the mosque you're talking about.
It's very big.
Yeah,
It's very loud.
they have the call to prayer 4 times a day, don't they?
5 times a day at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 5 o'clock in the morning. Shit, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
I tell you, I lived in so at different places. I lived in different places here, and but the building where I live is right next to a mosque, and they are very loud, super
Hmm.
loud.
Hmm.
I want to go down there and tell them to just like turn the volume down a bit,
Yeah.
but
You'd probably
obviously I
get in a
can't do
whole
that. But
bunch of
yeah,
trouble over that.
oh, it's really loud, this one.
Yeah. But there is one question I would like to maybe put forth because I'm sure there are people in the side chat who might be interested to know. Um, what's it like uh, living in the Middle East as a foreign woman, where you are and where you've been?
Um, well, my life is just like it was in Canada.
Uh,
Um,
it's kind of what I expected you to say.
doesn't really, the Emiratis are very, very kind people.
Hmm.
The Emiratis themselves. The issue is not with them. The problems are coming from, and, I don't want to try and put this as delicately as possible because I don't want to offend anybody, but
Hmm.
most of the problems are from the Indians, Bangladeshis, and other Arabs, Egyptian, Syrian, etc., etc.
Hmm.
They're the ones that are causing the trouble, and they're making problems. Like they're very their way they deal with things is very aggressive.
Hmm.
I can say that because I've been married to an Egyptian. I lived in the Middle East long enough to see the difference. And Egyptians, for one, are extremely aggressive people.
Hmm.
They're very like in the work environment. They tend to be very abusive. Like
Hmm.
they'll yell at you and they'll scream at you and they'll embarrass you in front of your coworkers. You
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
So this is really the issue for me. The Emiratis themselves, very, very kind, very helpful. You go to government, they're always there. As a woman, an older woman, they always assist me first. As soon as
Hmm.
I walk into a government office, I go to the front of the line.
Hmm.
It's for women because it's faster for the women, so they don't have to wait so long.
Hmm.
Special parking spots for ladies has nothing to do with religion. It's a cultural thing.
Hmm.
You know? So for me, honestly speaking, my life is easier.
Yeah.
It's only when I have to deal with these other groups that it becomes problematic.
Hmm.
Like if I walk into, for example, I drive up to a place and I want to get a karak, milk tea, Indian milk tea.
Hmm.
The Indian's going to pay 1 dirham for that.
Yeah.
Drive up, all of a sudden, the price magically becomes 5 dirhams.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah.
just,
We have
so
that
it's
here too.
very stressful, when you, oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure
Hmm.
you do, but it's hard when you come from an environment where the price you see is the price you pay.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the bartering culture because I've never had to do it. It was always my husband that did it. So
Yes.
it's very stressful for me to have to barter with somebody, and I always
Hmm.
get screwed over. You know.
Hmm.
So
Well.
yeah, my life is the same. I drive. I have my own bank account. I go out with my friends.
Hmm. It's awesome. I'm actually looking forward to when you actually come to Vietnam.
Hey,
So we're gonna have the biggest pork
yeah,
fest you've ever had.
oh yeah, bacon.
There you go. My sister is a mega bacon lover, just like me. Woohoo!
Oh, oh, short ribs, honey garlic ribs. Oh,
Oh, oh man, we got some good rib places here too. So,
but we haven't. Some of you know it's called Spinneys. I think it's UK Spinneys, and they have a little section. And you walk in the grocery store, and at the back there's an electronic door, and you push the button and it opens up, and you enter the cave of pork. Oh yeah. and
Oh,
they wrap every and you buy pork, and then they put it in a white bag so that nobody in the store can see that you have pork in your bag. So we
that's
can get
awesome.
it.
That's awesome. And
Yeah, so
Dr.
we can
Nimrod,
get it. Yeah.
you called a whole lineup of bacon. He's a bacon lover
Oh
too.
yes.
Oh, yes,
Woohoo.
absolutely. Um, Sable Eagle says stayed near enough to a mosque in Istanbul to be unable to drink outdoors. Inbound flight delayed. Then everybody was trying to get me to eat in his restaurant, not telling me where to find the hotel.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's typical, isn't
Ah,
it?
Clive
The
has
world
a
is fascinating. I mean,
yeah.
hmm?
Clive Wells says he has an Iranian friend who once promised to bring him back a samovar for making tea from Iran.
Mm.
A samovar. I guess that must be what those tall teapots are.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yes, dirty magazines, that's for sure. I think if you ever come to the UAE, you can drive and see a row of 20 villas next to each other, all of them providing massage therapy. Oh,
Aha.
yes.
We got that here too. You know, here we have, I'm sure you can imagine, freaking karaoke bars everywhere. I mean,
Oh,
you can't
I
throw
love
a
it.
rock down the street without hitting one, you know?
Oh, I love it.
But, 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 you have to be careful. You have to look at the sign at the word karaoke. If it's a
Mm.
normal O, it's a family friendly establishment. But if the O is
Hmm.
elongated and tilted, it's a naughty one. Yeah, it's uh, it's amazing the things you pick up when you're in a place long enough. You know?
That's like coffee in Netherlands, in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
What kind of coffee shop do you want to go to?
yeah, exactly. Do you want your
Ooh,
bran muffins with that
baby
little
shark,
extra?
do 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 do, baby shark, do
Oh, stop.
do do do, baby shark, do do do.
Oh man, you had to do it, eh? Now you got him. Now you're in on it too. Jeez, thanks, Clive. I hate you. Love you, but I hate you.
Oh yeah. Oh
Dr.
gosh,
Nimrod, your
so funny.
bacon pope and bacon doctor is here.
I
Oh
bow
man,
to the altar of bacon. I bow to the
absolutely,
altar of bacon.
absolutely. All hail Porky. Absolutely,
Oh, I knew there's a
absolutely.
reason I loved porky so much as a kid.
Well, it's bred into us. I mean,
Uh,
how often did Mum make hate them Blixen mit Speck, huh? I mean,
oh
how can
yeah,
you not love
yeah.
bacon after being brought up with that on the dinner table? Uh,
Yeah, Speck, that was good.
Zebulon, yeah,
Yeah.
right. The untriumphant return of the baby shark. Don't you start, Zeb. Come on, man. Be my one beacon of nice kindness. Don't join the baby shark crew, please. Oh God. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hichio says, "Can I consider myself lucky to have never ever heard that song?" Yes, you can. You can
Yes.
consider yourself to be the luckiest of the lucky, like you've won the biggest lottery on planet Earth, and be thankful. Be thankful. Trust me. there is a corner of your brain that is sighing, "Oh, thank you for sparing me."
Oh, I know. It's just
Um,
terrible.
no, we don't have shark meat in Vietnam. However, back in the mid 70s, when my sister and I, my two younger sisters and I, lived in Algeria because my father was there on a contract for a big government cement plant that was being built. Uh, the restaurant in our uh, residential zone, or the area where we stayed, they used to serve shark there. You remember?
I personally don't remember that, but I
Yeah,
think they must have because they had all kind of seafood.
yeah.
I don't
I
remember.
remember one day walking into the restaurant, and they had a huge shark on the table, all cut
Cool.
up, all cut up.
Hmm.
Uh, it's good. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not that bad actually. There are some bits where you kind of get that pasty, jelly-like consistency because most of the shark is cartilage, not actually
Yeah.
bone. It's mostly cartilage. But
Hmm.
when you get the good parts, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I still remember that. Those were good times.
Hmm.
1976.
Yep.
Yeah, those were good times. What else?
Yep. That was a good time for
Yeah,
sure.
I remember my best friend
Well,
Bobby. I often wonder what happened to Bobby, my Algerian friend.
yeah.
He was my best friend there, you know.
Yeah. Well, on a lighter note,
Yeah.
today you'll be pleased to know is Knit in Public Day.
Can you
Knit
say
in,
that again? You were breaking up.
oh gosh. Today is International Knit in Public Day for you
Wow.
geeks out there.
There you go.
I love to knit. That's
Yeah,
my my
knitting is
my
something that absolutely,
my
man.
psychiatric uh, therapy is knitting. It totally de-stresses me. I love to create stuff, and I was supposed to be going out today to do that, but I was with about meetups. That thing, meetups.
Yeah,
You can join. It's like a club thing,
yeah, yeah.
and they had a meetup today at this chocolate factory, and I was supposed to go, but I was unable. So,
Oh,
and my daughter had two exams online today, so I had to stay home.
oh,
But
oh, man, that sounds like something I would have enjoyed.
yeah,
Even though I'm not
yep,
supposed
yeah. Well,
to.
people in the
National,
group do?
yeah.
What are things that you like to do for de-stressing? I love to knit. I just love it. I mean, I haven't always, I used
Hmm.
to. My mom used to do everything. She knit, crochet, sew, you name it, she did it, and she kind of pushed it on us when we were younger, and I
Hmm.
never took it up. But I started up about 3, 4 years ago, and now I'm just really into it. Like I'm
Hmm.
doing things with beads and very lacy, intricate patterns, and it's very therapeutic. And also, you know, for cognitive function too.
Hmm.
You know, one of those things that you can do to keep your brain sharp.
Yeah, because you have to
So
remember the cycles.
the cycles, and you've got to read the patterns and all of that sort of thing. So,
Hmm.
when our mom passed, she had the dementia, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Said, I
Yeah,
got to do something to keep my brain active. So
yeah,
I think that's where I became more aggressive at it,
exactly.
where I
Cool.
started to really pick it up more.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Next time you feel the urge, just kind of set
I
up a
know.
camera,
And you know
hit
what? I
record, and
love
just knit. You could probably make a pretty good YouTube
that.
channel out of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out a little business at the moment.
Cool.
Um, but yeah, but I've been watching this men's knitting group on Instagram. There are a lot of men are knitters, man. I tell you,
Yeah. Yeah.
lots of men knitting out there.
Cool.
Lots of
Cool.
men, famous people are knitting, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know that? Do you know that in the concentration camps, they used to have women knitting socks for the German military.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were sick or you couldn't do the physical labor, or they had or different
Criteria.
criteria. Sorry, brain fart. Different criteria. Yeah, women would sit around and they'd knit socks for the military. So even in the concentration camps, there was knitting. Knitting used to be the job of men, in the old days. It was men who were doing the fiber and making the clothes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it originated with men. So it's nice to see that.
Cool.
Anyway, I'm probably boring all these guys online here.
Oh
Go grab
man.
your wire and you see online you can see the people that are knitting with noodles. Ah,
Why in
God.
the fuck would you knit with noodles?
That's hilarious. It's
I mean,
freaking hilarious.
how do you do it without them falling apart?
Oh no.
That's crazy, man. Uh,
Well, at least you don't have to get bored in the restaurant while all your friends are on the phone.
well, there
Instead
you
of
go.
talking to you, they're talking to the people on the phone. Ah.
Let's see. Nimrod says, I can knit a whole ball of wool into a pile on the floor. I think that's kind of like pointless, you know? I mean, if you're going to take a whole ball of wool when you're knitting, it should kind of generate some kind of a useful object when you're done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Smoked shark bacon. Yes, Jens. Absolutely. Let's do it. Find that baby shark, smoke that sucker up, and make bacon.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, who else have we got here with us? I think that's everybody. I don't think anybody else has joined. Um, Women used to knit computer memory for the rocket flight computers. Rock and roll. That one kind of went over my head there. Heat shield. Hmm.
I'm trying to upload a picture here onto the chat, but I can't seem to do it.
Just okay. Let me just see if I can fix that for you. Okay, try it now.
Yeah, it won't let me for some reason.
Hmm.
That's okay. No
Oh.
worries.
Well, you can always email it to me or send it by WhatsApp and I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool.
Okay, you
Just-
guys remember I was telling you last time I was on about my neighbor and the bloody game that he plays on his balcony? Do you remember that?
Refresh our memory.
I was telling you I got this neighbor that plays this annoying game with
Oh,
birds and
yeah.
blocks. Well, he just went out onto the balcony. He's playing his damn game right now.
Oh, damn.
pissing me off. Yeah, I
Maybe
sent
you
you
should
something on WhatsApp.
maybe you should knit yourself a set of headphones so you can block them out.
I'd like to knit a noose for him.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Let's download that and we'll put it up.
Funny, huh?
Huh? Yeah, just give me a second here. Um,
Sended by smoke signals. Okay. Uh, oh yeah,
just
cool.
about there. Just about there. All right. So you can kind of tell us about this picture.
I really started to hate my phone since COVID. It's like every day, okay, let's see what's on Instagram. Okay, what's on YouTube? What's on Pictionary? Or what's it called? Pinterest. I'm just so bloody sick of checking all these social media sites. I want to throw my. So one day I came across this spaghetti knitting. I said, holy crap.
That's spaghetti?
Yeah,
You're kidding me.
yeah.
Oh my
Somebody's
lord.
knitting with spaghetti.
Who the hell is going to knit with spaghetti?
You can see a lot of pictures online. You can see of people doing that just for fun.
Okay, now that's
So
got to
yeah,
be the
that's like delicate knitting, man.
that well,
So
yeah. Probably very
back to my
slow.
original question, what do other people do for fun or stress relief? Do they
Okay.
use it to make lasagna afterwards? No, I don't think so.
I doubt you could make very good lasagna with that.
Yeah,
Although you could
but
probably
just
do meatballs in a basket.
yeah, but just makes you think people are so creative.
Yeah,
The
gives
things
whole
they
new
come up.
meaning to pigs in a blanket.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's funny. That really is funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that up there for a while.
Yeah, you wouldn't get hungry, but you'd be embarrassed pretty fast.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can I say what I do without getting arrested?
Well,
Oh,
that all depends
oh,
on what it
oh.
is.
Um, does involve ingesting anything?
Or
Ah.
exposing anything.
Make fun of flirts. What are flirts?
Flurfs, flat earthers.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
how I got started on YouTube, pointing and laughing at flurfs, and not holding back on the language either.
Yeah.
Yeah, flurfs.
Wow.
They're just morons.
Yeah, I noticed that you have a whole session that you talked about that.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
I, I
hold
haven't
on,
done.
hold on. My computer, my battery's dying. Gotta get the charger. Hold on, hold on.
Okay,
It's with my
okay.
daughter. Be back in a sec.
Yeah. Okay. So while she does that, I'll turn off this spaghetti sweater. Yeah. So how are we doing here? We got 20 minutes left. So does anybody out there in the chat have any other questions you want to ask? Yeah, you're right, Jens. The Flirts are definitely proud of their willful ignorance. Um, kind of sad, to be honest. You know, in today's day and age, that people can go out of their way to be that stupid. I mean, oh, it never ceases to amaze me. It really never does. So my sister is probably over there, probably hooking up the charger so the thing doesn't die.
Yeah, my daughter brought it into me without the plug, so I'm all ready to go again.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Peter Noddle says, running low on snacks. Well, get with it there, Peter. Phew. Go get some
Ooh, what
more.
kind of snacks do you like?
Go get
Oh
some
man,
more.
Yusuf. Oh, Yusuf. I keep calling you Yusuf. You, I mean, yes.
That's okay.
And oh, I've started making more Korean and Japanese food, and
Hmm.
I've got this recipe for really really good crispy chicken wings, honey
Mm.
garlic chicken wings. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, they're so good.
yeah, yeah. There's a couple of
It's
places here.
1:45 a.m. Where is
And
Peter?
Peter is in Australia. Whereabouts in
Oh,
Australia are you, Peter? I can't remember exactly where. Peter, where in Australia are you? Near Melbourne somewhere? Or Sydney? Yeah, he's in Australia. So they're I think they're somewhere around 4 hours ahead of me.
here. Okay.
Oh, Cairns. Yeah, Queensland.
Hmm. I'm
Uh,
happy to say, or proud to say, that I have taught on every continent but Australia. So I'll have to
wow,
make a stop there.
that's amazing. That's amazing. And one thing, yeah, that reminds me something that I did want to bring up. It's amazing all the places that you have taught, but I remember you telling me once when you came back from Japan what
Yeah.
it's like to be a foreigner in Japan. Like you really are
Mm,
like the gaijin.
yeah.
That surprised me because I always thought Japanese people were rather modern and progressive. It seems they are
Oh, they
not.
are. They are. They're just you just never become one of them. I mean, it's like here. I could never become an Emirati. I'll never be part of that clique.
Mm-hmm.
It's culturally we're just so different. They like us, they respect us. I mean, people always asking to take your picture, and you know, and that was 20 years ago, Jeff. I mean, geez, I
Mm-hmm.
started teaching in 1996.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's a long time ago, but that always
But they
stuck
were
in my mind.
wonderful. It
Mm-hmm.
was the time of my life. If I could end my teaching career where I started in Japan, I would be over the moon.
Really?
I would love to go back for another year or two. I would love it.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
I've seen so many videos on YouTube of teachers who just absolutely can't stand Japan.
Oh,
They got
whatever. People just,
whining and this and that and the other thing, and it seems to me like most of them are Americans, and it's like a case of everywhere these young American teachers go, they expect everything to be like back home in America. They don't
well,
adjust
I
to the
don't know if it's
culture.
American. I don't want to, I wouldn't say, go so far as to say Americans. I would say like Westerners, like
Mm-hmm.
generally speaking. Brits can, all the countries, the passport holders. Like I, for one, for example, I have a Dutch passport. I was never able to get work teaching English abroad because I had a Dutch passport. So because I went through an agency, I was able to get into Oman. And then in the
Mm-hmm.
UAE, they don't care. As long as you're fluent, you're educated in the West, you're fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are the passport holders, the Brits, the Australians, the Canadians, the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that are going abroad for these jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, they just have a closed mind. I mean, you can't go to another country and expect your system to work there.
Yeah,
You can take
exactly.
you can take a Western education system and put it in another country, but you have to adapt it to that culture,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So for example, in the Middle East, Arab culture is an oral culture. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do a final exam where students have to sit and work alone, it is extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
They take everything as a group effort. Everything is a group effort.
Mm-hmm.
Quizzes, exams, projects, you name it. They do everything with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to keep that in mind,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
plus, the Japanese are not lazy people. They
No.
expect you to work hard. You need to work hard. And I'm a
Mm-hmm.
hard worker, so for me, it was great. I was in heaven.
Well, I hope you get a chance to get back there. I really do. It just sounds like
Oh, I
that's where
love it.
you were. That there
It
you
was
were
the
the
best,
happiest.
oh, the best, best, best time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Uh,
climbed Mount Fuji. I climbed Mount Fuji. Woohoo! Took me 10 hours to go up, and I
woohoo!
made it.
Woohoo! Awesome. Um, Nimrod
That
has
is
to
for,
go.
that's for heat shield. Heat shield. I wanted to know. I climbed Mount Fuji. Took me 10 hours. Couldn't bend down to pick up a pencil for 2 weeks after, but I made it to the top.
There you go. Nimrod, thanks for being here, man. Always great to see you. Take care. Say hello to the Candy Queen, and we'll see you again next time. Okay, buddy. Cheers. Uh, Mystic Tina Jones, hello. How are you? You're yeah. We're gonna be shutting this down in about 10 minutes, but so glad you managed to pop in. Nice to see you. Um, let's see. Uh,
Sorry, I don't have any friends, Jeff. I don't have any friends. So I'm
oh,
like, this is like my social outlet here.
there you go. That's why I'm so glad to have you here because there's lots of people in the chat who actually do enjoy it when you're here, and I like the way they interact when you are. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Um, let's see.
Okay. All right, heat shield. If you want to go to Japan, Kyoto is the place to go first. Forget Tokyo. It's just another New York. It's just crazy busy.
Yeah. So,
Kyoto, Osaka, amazing.
hmm where was the last place you were before you came back to Canada?
Me? I was
Yeah.
in Toyohashi. I was in Toyohashi, which is on the west, and it's sorry, the east, uh, close to Nagoya.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a place that I've really. It's always been kind of a dream for me to actually visit Okinawa. Uh,
Oh yeah.
that seems to me like the place where you could really see the real Japan, uh,
Mm-hmm.
culture wise, architecture wise. It's just I'd love to be able to visit Okinawa. I hope one day I do get the chance to.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Um,
Mystique. I'm late. I would have been my grandmother's birthday today, so took my dad and put flowers down for her. Awesome. Well,
oh,
thank that. You know what? It's okay. I'm glad you're here, and it's always good to see you. So thanks for stopping by, Tina. Really, thanks. Um, Hilda? Do you have Discord?
I think Manny does. Yeah.
Okay, because I do have a Discord server. I'll send you a link for it. And
Okay.
I've got it going all the time. So any messages that come through, I'll get a notification right away. So yeah, I would
What
love to
is it
see you
like?
in there. Huh?
It's like a video thing, a video
No,
chat
no,
thing.
it's like a chat community. You know,
Oh, okay.
and you can join different servers for different topics, different creators, and so on. Mine is mostly about this channel and my Pain of Progress channel. Uh, it's
Uh-huh.
just a general chat. Sometimes I'll have voice chat on there. Sometimes you know, I basically have a section where upcoming videos are announced from all the channels
Mhm.
that I frequent and my own as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Facebook on steroids, he
yeah,
said.
basically
Okay.
Facebook on steroids, but much better. I hate Facebook. I really hate Facebook.
Yeah,
God.
I don't really like it either.
Yeah. And since my Facebook got hacked, I can't even get into it anymore to shut it down. So it's
Yeah.
crazy. He chill. Clive, don't you dare send a newbie to the asylum. It's not an asylum. My Discord is friendly. My Discord is nice.
Oh, by the way, Jeff, I meant to
Yeah.
ask you, are you still playing darts?
I haven't played darts in over a year and a half. Uh,
Why?
well, number one, the league is no
Oh,
more.
COVID.
Well, the league is still around, but um, I don't know. Ever since the motorbike accident I had 4 years ago, I don't know. I lost interest. I needed to take a break from it because things were getting a little bit too competitive, and the fun of just going out throwing darts once a week
Uh,
was gone. It was too much. It was becoming too much about which team was ahead of the another in the league,
uh-huh.
and just the sheer social pleasure of it had kind of waned. So I took a break
Yeah,
for it, and I just
I
never
get
went back to it. I'm
Yeah.
sure I probably would. I mean, I still have my board. I haven't hung it up, but and I'm probably pretty rusty if I tried to go back to it. But who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe one day I will go back to it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Teddy, hello, sir. Welcome. Good to see you, matey. All right, troops. Can anyone else see a baby shark following that boat behind steam cover reason? There ain't no shark in that picture. Sorry, no baby sharks. Good to see you, matey. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Mallory's is. Oh God, that's a woman I'll never get my head around. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh, what else? Uh, Stevie B, hello, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. That's Aquaman. They're commenting on my background. That's why. Find the shark instead of the goat. Yeah, right, exactly. Uh huh. There ain't no shark to find. Yeah, again, I haven't even bothered to make a puzzle this week. I don't know if I want to really continue doing that. I think I'll just leave the floor open, and anybody who feels that they want to join me on the next stream next Saturday, drop me a link or drop me a note in Discord. Let me know. We'll set it up. I mean,
I'd like to hear some other people talking. I don't know others except for Clive. I think we had him on once.
Yeah,
That I
Peter Noddle's been on once. We've had Nimrod on a few times. Sable Legal as well. Um,
Yeah, but I haven't heard them. I've only been involved a couple of times now.
that's
So
right. That's right. That's right. So, well, we'll see if we can get some other people on with you, so you can kind of banter back and forth. that would be fun. So yeah, if you're up for it, and if there's someone out there in the chat who'd like to jump in and join Hilda on the stream and actually have an actual voice conversation with her and me, let me know. We'll set it up. We'll figure it out and we'll set it up. Absolutely, for sure. Um, yeah. So yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left, so I think we're going to start kind of getting ready to wrap things up. But yeah, so is there anything else that you'd like to bring up or chat about, Hilda? Any final thoughts or comments or?
No, not really. I just, I am enjoying this tremendously, to be honest.
Awesome. I'm so glad
I
to
don't,
hear that.
I don't get all the comments in the chat. I think there's things I still need to catch up with,
Well,
but
as you get to know the people in the chat on my streams, you'll start to pick up on the string of the very
yeah,
twisted sense of humor that exists out there.
yeah, it
uh,
looks pretty warped to me, actually.
yeah. There's some people that can get pretty warped out there, but that's why I love them. That's what makes them such a great bunch to have. You know, I'm so
Yeah,
grateful that they come out every week and just rib me or bring up interesting jokes or topics. And I love the folks. I really do.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, heat shield. That would be great. Um, let me see when Hilda will be available next,
so where
and I'll.
Heat Shield? Where's Heat Shield from?
I think Heat Shield is. You're in Scotland, aren't you, Heat Shield? Whereabouts are you? Ah, hello, Crafty. How are you? You said warped, and I'm here. How you doing, love? How's things? Crafty, by the way, she's my co-host on my other stream that I do Sunday nights, called The
Yeah,
Flip
yeah,
Side. Yeah, you know
yeah.
Crafty. She's 7 months pregnant, waiting for her baby to come. So
Oh,
yeah.
can I
So
knit something for her?
what's that?
Can I knit something for her?
Hey, there you go. Hey, Crafty, can is there something you'd like her to knit for you? She's a knitting freak. Well, if there's something you'd like her to knit, let me know. I'm sure she'd be happy to do it. Heat Shield says that he's in New
Oh,
York State by Lake
oh, New
Ontario.
York. That is my dream city. I want to go there so bad. That's on my bucket list, top of the
Awesome,
list.
awesome. So we
I
should
don't
find
know.
a time that's good for both you and Heat Shield, and have you on together live in
Uh,
conversation. What do you think?
yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Let's figure out when you'll be available next because I know you are very busy. And then I'll get in touch with Heat Shield and yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen. I'm
Okay.
doing okay, Crafty says. I just got a pregnancy pillow. It was fun bringing that shit on the buses. Also, all knitted items are welcome.
Okay, so what is she having? A boy or a girl?
I'm not sure. I don't think she really wants to know. What about it, Crafty? Do you want
Okay.
something for a boy or for a girl or something gender neutral?
Gender neutral is perfect. Gender neutral is perfect.
A boy, she says. A boy.
Boy, congrats, congrats.
Awesome. Okay, well, the knitting machine has its program. Uh, we'll be sending that off as soon as it's ready. Absolutely. Congratulations. I'm so happy. And thank you so much, Crafty, for dropping by. I am so chuffed that you are here. Thank you, thank you. Well, the thing is, I didn't know if you wanted everyone to know. So, um, but yeah. Um, have you got any new spuds for your potato drawer?
What the hell
Taddy, I
does
think that
that
one's for
mean?
you. No, the running gag is that Taddy Bogle, my good friend, um, he's from Scotland. He's in Glasgow, and the running joke is that He has a penchant for organizing his potatoes in a drawer. So we're always on his case on that. It's kind of like people hitting me with the baby shark. We hit him with the potatoes in a drawer. So how about
Oh,
it,
I
Teddy?
love
Any new spuds in the drawer?
potatoes.
Um,
We could string them up with the speaker wire that Sable Eagle is talking about and make a necklace, a potato necklace with speaker wire.
there you go. There you go. Uh,
Ah, it's too funny.
Teddy,
People are
oh,
funny.
the goat whisperer is here. uh, uh, Crafty says that Clive Wells, Taddy is the one with the potato drawer. That's right. That's right. Taddy is the one with the potato drawer. That's right. It's not a joke. He actually has a drawer with potatoes in it. I've seen it. You're kidding. Oh man, if you ever get a picture of that, I want it. Oh, we're gonna meme the shit out of that. Oh, that'd be hilarious. That's funny.
Yeah.
At Crafty, what do you expect of me with a name like Taddy? Mario Arui! It's a me, Mario Arui. Hello, Mario. Good to see you, my friend. Just in time for the shutdown. We're actually past shutdown time, but that's okay. We'll just keep going for a little longer. Um, I've been quiet but listening, doing some stuff. My brother is a teacher since '91, and so some of my cousins. Much respect for all people that choose to help make this world a better place. Well, thank you, Mario. Uh, Both my sister and I deeply appreciate that. Because as
Yes.
we all know, teachers are the most unappreciated people on the planet. So, yeah.
And we have more education to be funny.
Exactly. Um, Crafty says, next time I'll get a picture. Thank you, love. Thank you, dear. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that. uh, Crafty, I am the ultimate derailer of streams. Tusk be damned. Who cares, man? I love it when you pop in, no matter where. And the next time you do a live stream, I expect to be notified, so if I can find a way, I'll be there. Absolutely. I love sharing the airwaves with Crafty. So, yeah, she's something else.
Help make school suck less. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that that's kind of outside of our control. We can try and make the lessons as interactive and as engaging as we can, but there are limitations to the curriculum. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
um,
Well, I'll tell you a little something. The girls at school, I'm pretty much the only chubby foreigner in the place. So all the girls come up and hug me every morning. They call me Marshmallow
cool.
because I'm the fluffy white person.
There you go. Crafty says
So
you
I'm,
better be there next stream. It's tomorrow, and you're the freaking co-host. Yeah, I know, I know. I'll be there. I'll be there. Don't you worry. You heard it here first, folks. Tomorrow, on the flip side, Crafty and I. And who's going to be our guest, Crafty? I can't remember. The old disabled bugger that I am. In the UK, step one would be yeeting religious studies and
yeah.
English literature and letting people take three sciences and two or three languages rather than goddamn geography.
I
So,
think geography might be a bit useful.
oh
We
yes,
want to
that's
have,
right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, nothing. Just,
Okay. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Crafty. Yeah, I remember now. Demon Orb is going to be our guest tomorrow on the flip side. So everybody, make sure you're there, okay? Gonna love to see you guys there. Always, 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 always. But even though it's really great having y'all here, it is time for us to wrap up. It's after 11 for me, and I'm sure my sister has got things to do. Continue helping her daughter with her maths and so on. So, Hilda, thanks so much for being here. I love
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm enjoying this. I'm making some new friends and I'm really enjoying this a lot. See some
Awesome.
people all around the world and get some different perspectives other than what
Abs-
I get every day here.
exactly, and that's the whole point, you know. And Crafty, my Hilda will probably working on something for you, so we'll find a way to get it to you. Um, let's see. Yeah, so that's about it, folks. Thanks again for coming. Always great to see you. It's time to wrap it up. Remember, if you like what we do here and you enjoy your time here and you'd like to help support us, the links are in the description. You know, any little bit helps. Uh, and just thank you for being here. Thank you for making my week, uh, which without you guys would be just dull. So, you know, I love doing this, and yeah, we'll see y'all next week. So, I guess it's time to say goodbye. So,
Okay, have a great week and I'll catch you next time, okay?
absolutely.
Jeff?
Crafty says
All right.
thanks, Hilda. Awesome.
Hey,
So,
my pleasure.
absolutely. But thank you very much, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow on the
Bye.
flip side. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank